Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the official final press conference leading up to what will be a great night of world-class professional boxing at London's O2 Arena. It's all brought to you by Matchroom Boxing along with Sky Sports Box Office. And the fighters are behind me and they seem to be ready, getting a little grumpy as they prepare for the official weigh-in tomorrow, along with the promoter. And at this time, let me turn it over to the man in charge of Matchroom Boxing, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Thank you, Michael. Always a pleasure to have you in town. Well, we're normally here. Rule Britannia, Saturday night at the O2 Arena, 18,000, sold out, and we can't wait. Off the back of a great win for James DeGale, just winning the IBF Super Middleweight title against Andre Durrell, an epic night of championship boxing. 4 Brits involved in world title fights. Kell Brook against Frankie Gavin, the first time in history that 2 Brits have challenged for the world welterweight title. Kevin Mitchell challenging 3-weight world champion Jorge Linares, and 5-time defending champion Yevgeny Gradovic defends against Wales's Lee Selby. Anthony Joshua against Kevin Johnson, 2 other British title fights, Nathan Cleverly, and a Commonwealth title fight as well. This is 7 hours of championship boxing at its very best. Firstly, I'm going to talk to the challenger from Birmingham, challenging for the IBF welterweight champion, a young man who for long periods of time many believed was going to be the future of British boxing, one of the most talented amateurs this country has ever produced, a former world amateur champion, an undefeated British and Commonwealth welterweight champion, and now he gets his chance to fulfil a lifelong dream, to challenge for that world title in front of many of his own fans, over 2,000 coming down from the Midlands to support him. And Frankie, ahead of a huge night for you at the O2 on Saturday night.
Yeah, can't wait really, I've said it all along. This has gone so quick, the goal, training camp, everything's gone to plan. Like to thank Eddie obviously. Last year this looked like a long shot, getting a world title shot. Well, it's come. I'd like to thank Cal for giving me the opportunity to fight for his world title. I'm not going to let the fans down. I'm trying hard. Push myself places I've never been. I'm ready to win a world title. Just want a big thank you to all the Birmingham boys coming down and everyone else supporting me. Thanks.
Obviously, was with us for one fight. The opportunity came up to fight Tim Bradley in a final eliminator, which you accepted. And then you asked me, well, why don't I just fight Kell Brook, who's looking for an opponent? What makes you believe you're ready for this challenge and to become welterweight champion of the world?
I just, no disrespect to Cal, I think Cal's a great fighter and there's not many weaknesses of him. I just think on the day, I'm there with the best in the world and I get everything right. I can do what I can do in this fight and I believe I can be the world champion, definitely.
18,000 in the arena, Sky Box Office broadcast live all over the world. What would it mean to you to fulfil that dream and become world champion on Saturday?
Can't get no better, can it? It's the biggest thing in boxing, winning a world title. Cal's done it, so I respect him for it and give me the opportunity to take the belt off him, so I'm going to grab it with both hands and do my best. Come out there, world champion, then I'll start and do it. Challenge the girls in the weekend, he was on the same squad as me, so it's given me a big belief that I can do it as well.
Thanks, Frankie. Kell, the current IBF welterweight champion of the world, the current Ring Magazine #1 ranked welterweight on the planet. People talk about Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Amir Khan, but right about now, you've got a tough fight against someone you know is a very talented fighter on Saturday night.
Yeah, I know, how talented Frankie Gavin is. That's why, after the last fight, my foot's not left, on the gas. I've been, training very, very hard in the gym. Because I know that when Frankie Gavin's up for it, and believe you me, if you're not going to get up for a world title fight, you'll never get up for any fight. So I know what he's going to bring. That's why we've put ourselves through it in the gym. No corners have been cut and we're ready.
Just 2 months after you filled the Sheffield Arena, 9,000 fans in your mandatory defence against Jojo Dan, you do it all again in front of 18,000. Not boxed in front of that amount of people before. I know you're a man who thrives on the buzz and the hype and the adrenaline. You're looking forward to walking out at the O2 on Saturday and seeing not just 1 tier but 2 tier packed with British fight fans.
You know me, Eddie. I love that. I love that from the fans. I box all over the world, and the buzz when my music comes out, all of the lights. What a buzz it is. There's no buzz like that, and to be walking out the O2 packed out arena, it's just going to get even better. I'm buzzing. I can't wait for Saturday.
Many feel that with those super fights on the horizon, you may have overlooked Frankie Gavin on Saturday night. I believe differently. I've seen how you trained in this fight. What are you expecting from the fight, and how do you see it play out? Frankie, a hugely talented southpaw with fantastic skills. We all know that. You said yourself you're on a seek and destroy mission in this fight. Is it all action we expect from Kell Brook on Saturday night?
All action from me. It's a box office card. All these fans coming out. So I'm expecting Frankie Gavin to give the fans what they want, and that's an all action fight. Come top of the fight. These people have paid a lot of money for us to fight. So I just want to give the fans a great fight, and like I said, I'm ready for Saturday, and so thank you too.
And finally, your position in world boxing right now, you're one of 2 belt holders in the welterweight division. Where do you feel you sit now in the division globally as you approach these fights?
In this fight, I'm looking to seek and destroy, and just to show everyone that I'm the number 1 in the welterweight division. I'm looking to make a statement, that I'm the man in this division.
Thank you, Kell. This fight, mouth-watering action, Sheffield's Kell Brook against Birmingham's Frankie Gavin. First time in history that 2 Brits have challenged for the world welterweight title. We can't wait for this one. A couple of other absolutely fascinating world title fights on the bill on Saturday night that I just cannot wait for. It gives me a huge amount of pleasure as a promoter and a fan to sit with 6 elite fighters on this table, a couple of which I've watched for many years from across the pond. And right about now I'd like to introduce the IBF Fighter of the Year, just named at their convention in his 5th defence of the IBF title, the Mexican-Russian Yevgeny Gradovich. He's a fantastic fighter. Let's welcome him. Obviously trains out in LA with Robert Garcia, fantastic trainer. And Yevgeny, you get a chance to box in London on Saturday night and defend your title.
Hi everybody, very good to be here in England. Never been here before, so first time. It's like my kid's dream, when I was small guy I liked soccer, but I know English soccer is one of the best in the world, so I'm here. Thanks for invitation. So I want to say thanks my team, my promoter Top Rank, my manager Regis Klimas, my trainers Robert Garcia, Marco, Cecilio, Dr. Anderson, and I hope it will be good fight night, Saturday night, so we'll see and keep going. Thank you.
I saw an interview with you recently saying that you hadn't watched much of Lee Selby, you let your training team do that. What sort of fight are you expecting on Saturday night?
Actually, I expect good fight, I know Lee Selby good fighters, so a lot of English fighters, one of the best, So I hope it will be good fight night, for everybody, and everybody will be happy.
Thank you. A special thank you as well. There's a number of promoters that have come together on this show. Sometimes it's unusual to see these days in world boxing, and I want to thank Top Rank, Carl Moretti, Bob Aaron, and of course Brad over there, and Igis, Yevgeny's manager, for bringing him over for this great fight. It's always a pleasure to work with you. Lee Selby, this is it. Saturday night, you get a chance to fulfil a lifelong dream. You get a chance to do it in London, a place at the O2 Arena. You've already put together 2 fantastic performances against Ryan Walsh and also Joel Brunker in a final eliminator. How are you feeling ahead of this ultimate moment in your life?
First of all, I know I'm up against Evgeny Gradovich. He's a very good fighter. On his 5th title defense, his 3rd mandatory, he's unbeaten. So like his record says it all. But it's a fight I'm really confident of winning. I think styles mix fights. My style beats his.
With James the Gale last weekend, obviously, these chances come around once in a lifetime. And it's all about executing a plan that you and Tony have worked on. And you have to take that opportunity on Saturday night.
I'm going to take that opportunity. I'm going to give everything in the ring. I can't afford to make mistakes. Like I said, he's a great fighter, and you're capitalising. So hopefully I can box to the best of my ability and I'll become the new world champion.
This is a great story. People might not know the background. Chris and Jamie Saniga have done a fantastic job bringing you up. You didn't have the benefit of Olympic boxing. You didn't have the benefit of TV backing or a big promoter at the early stages of your career. They took you all over the country. You've done it the hard way. What did it mean to you to lift that red and gold belt on Saturday night and finally become the world champion?
It'll mean the world to me. I'm at my team, I'm at my hometown, my country. It'll mean the world to me. Like you said, I started right from the bottom, fighting on the small shows, with little money, no TV coverage. I've worked my way up from like the Welsh area title, Celtic title, British, Commonwealth, 2 WBC international titles, two eliminators, and now the big one. I can't afford to let it slip. I'm going to box to the best of my ability and become the new champion.
I cannot wait for that fight. It's a great fight. Another, which, what can you say about this fight? I think as a fan, absolutely mouth-watering potential. A guy who has achieved so much already in the sport of boxing. He's won world titles at 3 different weights, the current WBC lightweight champion, and I'd like to also welcome Robert Diaz from Golden Boy, who will be translating for Jorge. Jorge, this fight could be one of the fight of the year's contenders everybody's talking about in the UK. Tell us what you expect ahead of Saturday.
Bueno, la verdad que primero que nada, pues saludo a todos los medios de comunicación acá en Londres. A ti, gracias por la oportunidad, a Golden Boy, a Taken Promotion, a mi entrenador por estar siempre allí apoyándome en las buenas y en las malas, que es Ismael Sala. Contento porque es un nuevo reto, es una oportunidad inmensa en mi carrera como boxeador y de verdad que esto es muy importante para mí.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone for being here, the press. Eddie, thank you very much for the opportunity. My promoters, Taken Boxing and Golden Boy. My trainer, Ismael Salas, who's back there for all the hard work we put into this camp for this fight. And what can I say? I'm ready. I'm very happy and anxious.
Como decía, de verdad que esto es algo muy importante para mí, se me abrieron muchas puertas. El año pasado cerré muy bien el año con un 3er título mundial. Ahora el compromiso es más grande porque es mi primera defensa, mi 3er título, así que estamos más que preparados para esta gran batalla que vamos a dar el sábado.
And last year, the doors opened, the 3rd world title. I'm very happy, but this fight means much more to me than winning the world title because it's the most important fight of my life. And we're going to go and show everyone a great performance and defend our title here. Thank you.
Jorge, a lot of people talk, I'm talking to you as a fan now. 2 very gifted technical fighters, 2 fighters that punch very hard. What kind of fight are you expecting on Saturday night? You've obviously studied Kevin Mitchell. How do you see the fight playing out?
El plan pues ya lo hicimos, el plan ya lo dejamos bien hecho en el campamento, en todos los sparring que hicimos. Trabajamos con diferentes sparring, tanto como zurdo como derecho, ya que hemos estudiado bastante en muchas ocasiones a Kevin Mitchell, así que estamos más que ready, no me preocupa absolutamente nada. Ya mañana terminamos cerrando bien con el pesaje, de hecho ya estoy en el peso, así que ya el sábado pues robarme el show y hacer el trabajo que tenemos que hacerlo limpio, inteligente y siempre pendiente de cualquier cosa que pueda pasar.
Well, we've studied them very well. We had a great camp. We've sparred with southpaws, we sparred with orthodox fighters, knowing the kind of fighter we have in front of us, knowing that he's a hungry fighter and coming with everything. But the plan's already set. We've worked very hard, and we're just waiting tomorrow. We're already at weight, get the weigh-in over, and on Saturday night, steal the show. We will steal the show.
Thank you, Robert, and the same to yourself and Oscar de la Hoya. Always a pleasure.
Eddie, I want to thank you, and then once again, you put on a fantastic show. I mean, we're excited. The atmosphere that we're going to get in this arena, no one wants to miss it. It's always great working with you, and these types of cards is what keep it boxing alive. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Kevin Mitchell, now's the time. On Saturday night, you walk out in front of 18,000. We know the reception you'll get as London's favourite son, and a chance to win that green and gold belt over there. You ready?
I'm ready, you know, I've been working a long time. I haven't really come out of camp since my last fight, you know. Over the years I've been a fighter, always been like 3 months out after fights, 10 months out. This time, man, I've kept myself in the gym and working hard. living like an athlete, working with Tony, putting through paces. This fight's come along and I've 100% wanted the fight. I fancy the fight big. And in my eyes, I 100% don't see it going a distance. It's going to be a big fight. It's going to be. I'm going to put it. You know what I'm like. I put it all in, and I'm going to be putting it all in.
Obviously, teaming up with Tony, I was watching Sky's coverage last night of your fight against John Murray, which the level that you're fighting at now is just incomparable to what we saw against the likes of John Murray, a fight that you actually went on and won. That level you're at now, we saw you destroy Daniel Estrada with ease. Yeah. Perfect timing now for the JoshuaVsJohnson fight, who we know is a fantastic fighter.
Yeah, JoshuaVsJohnson is a three-weight world champion. He's a great fighter. I've worked very hard at working to get this fight, and in the gym working very hard with Tony, working on things to beat this guy. Me and Tony speak about things and we talk about things, and if it was a fight I didn't really fancy on doing it, I'd say Tony, I might be depth here, but I'm straight up, I fancy this fight and I really do fancy beating this three-weight world champion. It's a job I know it's in our hands, it's an hard work, it's going to be a hard job, it's going to be a sort of fight where it's going to get nasty, it's going to be gritty, but that's what I'm best at and that's what I'm going to be good at and that's what I'm going to deal with.
And finally, been an incredible journey for you. We know the stories. You've grown up so much, trained so hard for this fight. From the disappointment of Cat Cedars, the disappointment of Ricky Burns. What it meant to you on Saturday to win that world title in front of those fans at the O2.
Yeah, I mean everything to me, especially in front of everyone at the O2. All my West Ham fans are going to be there. It's an 18,000 packed crowd. You can just tell how much press there is today. How much it's this whole show's got everyone's what do you call it? Attention, yeah. So I'm just excited really to be amongst such a big show. 3 world title fights. There's there's a big packed undercard on the show as well too. Just want to get in there and do my job. And I promise you I'll become world champion on this fight now.
And Adam Smith, obviously Adam, as a fight fan yourself, I know we've just back from Boston, talked about just about every fight on this card, had our arguments and our debates on who will win. Virtually every fight is arguable, and can't wait now for Saturday.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, last week, Durrell, DeGale, take your pick. Didn't James do ever so well to come back with a world title? I think it's given British boxing, if it needed anything, another shot in the arm. It's a massive period for us at the moment. We were sat here yesterday and we had a selection of pick-em fights there. That's good enough for any card. This, again, today, I mean, Kevin was here yesterday just as a fight fan. I'm a fight fan, like you already. And I think this is going to be a tremendous night on Saturday. Big soft spot for the man next to me, Kevin Mitchell. What a great story it would be if he could become a world champion. But I've been a big admirer of JoshuaVsJohnson for a long time. He's a really top draw fighter. And I think it's an excellent matchup, which I can't wait for. Lee Selby, I believe this could be his time. He's got so much skill, and the way, as Eddie says, that he's been developed by the excellent Stanagar team. That win over Stephen Smith and beyond has been terrific. But he's got it all to prove against Yevgeny Gradovich in his 5th defence of the world title. It just doesn't come easy at this level. Frankie Gavin, another fighter I've really admired since the amateur days. It's not quite set for him yet as a pro, but listen, there's no pressure on his shoulders. He looks fitter than I've ever seen him, and I think he's going to give it absolutely everything on Saturday. And Kell Brook, we've seen. Now he's got some momentum. Now he's back firing after what he did to Jojo down in Sheffield. This is his time, and I'm glad to see that he hasn't taken his foot off the gas, that he's kept in shape, and I expect a pretty devastating performance from Cal. But Frankie Gavin has got every chance to cause the upset if he's firing right, because his boxing ability is really exceptional too. I think it's a great night. I hope you've enjoyed the shows this week that we've given you. Last night it was Lee and Kevin's turn to shine. Tonight on ringside we've got Paulie Malignaggi, who's over in Spencer Oliver, James DeGale in Studio 2. Tomorrow, final countdown from the O2, a big atmosphere there at the Indigo for the weigh-in, and then Saturday night from 5 o'clock on Sky Sports Box Office, a 7-hour feast, and I know Eddie won't be leaving his seat at ringside, and neither will I. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Eddie. Just to reiterate what Adam said there, 1 p.m. For the weigh-in tomorrow. That's what time the first bout will be weighed in from 1 p.m. at the Indigo at the O2. There'll be a fan zone for all fans to come down and meet fighters. James DeGale, back from his world title victory, will be there. Carl Froch, WBA Super Bantamweight champion, Scott Quigg, a world title challenger, Anthony Kroll, will all be there to meet the fans. Come down, enjoy the atmosphere. And a big thank you to everyone in this room who's played a part, the promoters from around the world, and of course our broadcast partners around the world, but particularly Sky Sports. This is a card like I haven't seen before in British boxing, certainly in my time. And I'm so excited to sit there from 5 o'clock and watch championship fights all the way to the 11:45 that could go either way. Good luck to all the fighters on the card and the 6 people on this table. Enjoy. This is the absolute pinnacle of world boxing, world championship boxing. Your chance to shine. For those defending their titles, honour it and stand by your shield. For those who are challenging for the world titles, live the dream. You've worked all your life for this moment. Go out there and put on a show. Everybody enjoy the night. Savour this moment for British boxing and Rule Britannia on Saturday night. Thank you very much. We're going to have group shots now.
Hard work, dedication. Hard work. Dedication. Hard work. Dedication. And that's what we stick to.